Welcome back, Garden Getters. We are in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the third level, the Marble Garden Zone, really putting the funk into Sonic the Hedgehog once again with this wicked upbeat music track and one of my favorites in all of classic Sonic the Hedgehog. In this part, we are going to go through the entirety of Marble Garden Zone, Acts 1 through 2, from the start to the boss, and also taking out as many of the bonus rings as we can find, especially this one, the easiest to get, located conveniently near the beginning of the level.
Okay.
Watch out for the hidden spring trap.
Ah, a fake wall. All right.
Fake spikes. There are a lot of fakes in this map, but the only one that is not fake is Sonic himself. Tails.
Okay, so do you know how to get the perfect in this stage?
I do. It's actually quite simple. What you do is you gotta go after that mass of blue spheres in the center of the map, which includes 48 spheres, and then make your way collecting all these little bumper ball protected blue spheres with the added acceleration, because there is a trade-off. You do stand a chance at getting the perfect. However, the longer it takes for you to complete the level, especially considering it takes a decent amount of time just to get all the rings in the center of the map, Sonic is going to be moving pretty fast by the time he goes to round up the rest of the spheres. Do. Okay, now get all the rings. Oh, jeez. Jane, stop this crazy thing.
You got to continue. You don't need to continue. You don't need to keep going for this.
Good, there are exactly 80 rings in this map, and I will get every last one of them in order to get the pre-effect. Got it. Do. Okay, now get the last two spheres that and you did it. Great job. There are many solutions, but the idea is because you have to break up any blue spheres that turn into rings by taking on every blue sphere on the outside, the perimeter of a block of blue spheres, if you will, in order to turn them into rings. You have to let alone some blue spheres that do not turn into rings when you take around the ones that surround them.
Right.
4 down, 3 to go.
And I take it we'll be getting at least one more Chaos Emerald before we're done with Marble Garden Act 1, right?
That is correct. Because, to be honest with you, I can't remember whether or not I use save states in order to get infinite retries. Okay, wait. And die.
Oh.
You didn't realize that there was one directly behind it, did you? Of course there was one directly behind it. This map is full of surprises. That was the third surprise that we ran into since beginning.
Okay, so we still actually have our fourth Chaos Emerald, right?
Oh yeah. Just because we died does not mean that we lost the Chaos Emerald. Once it's got, it's like the Crash Bandicoot gem, if you get my meaning.
I mostly do.
Because that would really suck if you would lose the rings that you did not follow through and survive till the end of the level in order to obtain. Now the question is, can we avoid hazards long enough in order to get a 1-up? And the answer is yes, of course.
Sweet.
Yeah, you dropped it. Now you gotta go back and get another disc, because the disc will disappear if Sonic jumps up off of the disc.
Okay, so what do we need this for right now?
We need it in order to break through barriers. Run faster, it will ascend. Run slower, and it will start to slow down to the ground. Careful.
Okay.
Oh, gee. But thankfully, Sonic does not get hurt as long as he's riding a disc at the time.
Okay.
But he will get knocked off the disc as soon as he runs into a hazard. Dang it.
See, that little flash that you did there? Yeah, that's the double spin attack, also known as the insta-shield.
Registered. You see, the definition of insanity is trying to run up the slope over and over again with a bumper sphere, not realizing that you have to do something else in order to traverse the obstacle.
Are you sure it's not? I had a retort. I did, and I lost it.
Get the rings, and then I think now is the time to...
Are you sure it's not attempting to break momentum by using the springs in order to skyrocket forward?
Well, you do want to skyrocket forward eventually. The springs are... You don't want to hit any springs while you're riding on the Marble Garden Zone disc. Really good design choice by giving you invincibility frames as long as you're riding the disc, because the disc will easily cause you to lose control and cause you to crash into something. Like this, for example.
Yeah, but that was very clearly a wall that you were supposed to just spin dash through.
Now, let's see. I think these appeared in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Those red...
Not this exact trap, but the same concept. Because that... or am I thinking of the hammer boss that we're going to be coming up in a moment?
The hammer boss. I think you're referring to the Aquatic Ruins boss in Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Okay.
Because that is a boss. He has a hammer, and he does occur also at the end of the third level of a Sonic the Hedgehog classic game.
So are you getting perfects in all of these special stages, Mr. Cloud?
I mean, I'd like to. I mean, damn it. I've been playing Sonic the Hedgehog for more than 25 years now. And let me say also that the emulations, I mean, especially in these bonus stages, they do take a little getting used to. Because Sonic is welcome to elect to change a direction as long as he hasn't hit the corner of a square yet.
Right.
So you can change your mind at the last second. But Sonic will begin to start walking forward, which means you have a brief period. If, for example, you turned accidentally into either a bumper sphere or a red sphere to change your direction.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Acceleration plus bumper balls equals a bumper bonanza party.
The Silver Chaos Emerald.
The gray one. I mean, silver,
okay.
Sure. Silver is nicer. Yep, we got azul. We got topaz. We got raspberry. We got lime. And now, we got silver. Silver
come
the
on.
Hedgehog.
It's sapphire, topaz, emerald, amethyst, and diamond.
Amethyst, that's a good one, yes. Yes, very good. I think... No, that's... I failed to mention we're gonna get one more Chaos Emerald in this level.
Oh, alright.
We got two of the easy ones. Those are basic. One of them was on the path. The other one was not. Because I'm glad that they made it so that some of the bonus rings are easier to get in others, so you don't feel totally hopeless. Like, oh, geez, it's been, what, 6 years since the last time I played Sonic the Hedgehog? I can't remember where anything is. Oh, this fucking bullshit again.
Not that bad, though.
Not this time. But you best watch out for that Crusher Hazard
Damn it,
bullshit.
Tails!
It's alright, Tails did what he had to do. He broke the barrier for us. Because those barriers can only be broken by the disc.
Okay.
Is there anything useful up here? Now watch out for the pits of wine. Sonic will get drunk and then drown because of his drunkenness.
Okay. I believe we have to actually escape the rising garden, right?
Not yet. No, that well,
okay.
It's actually the falling garden. Or is it? Or maybe it? No. It is falling. You can tell because of the background. Now, if you watch closely, you could see little frames, and if you pause the game at the right time, you can catch blue Knuckles.
I'm not seeing him, Mr. Cloud.
Well, it's because of the sign stopped spinning.
Ah.
There were rumors of a red-colored Sonic. I assure you that in many years of search, trial, and error, that there is no such red Sonic.
I mean, we've got Mighty, and Mighty is effectively a red Sonic, isn't he?
But we don't see Mighty for, what, another, 17 years after this game came out?
Before this game came out.
Knuckles Chaotix. Oh, man, there are more Sonic games than I can either count, name, or even know what to do with. Right, here's the final bonus. No, not yet. The final bonus ring is located in a similar-looking hazard where you have to drop into a pit and then... God damn it, bumper balls. And then avoid a crusher hazard. But not yet. And spin.
Grasshopper.
Here it is. Oh, jeez! You false son of a... Spike.
Alright, the blue and white special stage.
This is the 6th of the 7 bonus stages that we've run into in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This one will send you round and around the map in order to take out this, what is probably the only, perfectly mirrored and symmetrical bonus stage of them all. All of these areas inside this blue and white bonus stage look exactly the same.
Okay.
So, if you forget where you've been leaving behind blue spheres in order to get your perfect rings, you're gonna find yourself in quite the predicament.
And there we... So...
Holler, holler. Holler, holler. Color, color. Color, color. Oh, we're getting faster.
We are indeed getting faster to the point where it is slightly nauseating how much speed we've got now.
Well, that's just it. Now the player and by extension the people watching the game, us, are becoming disoriented, which means that our ability to commentate is going to go down dramatically, both by the speed. Though we can ascertain that we have not died yet. We'll just shut our eyes and make the motion go away. But then the player shuts his eyes and then runs into a red sphere because you probably should not play video games with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Unless you're making a blindfold Let's Play for charity.
And even then, those are usually races. Okay, so this is the actual ruby. The other one that we got was the amethyst. Yeah.
Nice.
Or, except on this screen, it looks like it's amethyst and garnet.
Yes. Very garnet. Very good, Sonic. Very good. Now, thanks to your relative immortality, your score will continue to climb until you've ascended the high score Hall of Fame of the Gods. And watch out as you exit the bonus stage.
So, how many times have you died on that crushing hazard?
More than once.
Okay.
And all the time I've been playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3, definitely more than once. Crash. Okay, now you crash through, and now you fall off the disc because you don't need it anymore.
So what are the fake spike Robotniks? Sorry, the fake spike badniks.
Man, I ain't got no bestiary. I don't even have a paper and ink instruction manual for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 anymore. They're just bad guys. That's Derpface with spikes. That is Rope with circle. That also is Rope with circle.
The flying spike pufferfish is actually referred to as bubbles, but
Bubbles. No, that would definitely be appropriate. Now, if you jump off of those at the right time, you can actually see what's on the other side of those columns that you spin around as you descend them. Why Sonic gets invincibility over here, I can't say. All invincibility does is...
you are using it quite nicely.
It liberates you to just move through the map faster. Now, let's see. I think Knuckles, when he's at this portion of the stage in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, he can just break through that with his fist. Sonic, however, cannot spin dash unless he has a surface to stand on.
So can he fire dash through those?
He cannot fire dash through them because fire dash has different properties than spin dashing. That's a good observation and question. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't make me jump into it. I hate these things. Hey, Tails.
So
you want to go over there and see how safe it is?
There you go.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you have to be flipping me. It's a dead end.
Oh, it kind of looked like that there might have been a yellow spring inside the planter, though.
Nah, see, what I was just talking about is if I jumped at the opposite side of that same descending column as I had went through earlier, then I would have ended up on that side. It's a slight shortcut, probably a speedrunning trick, actually, because it saves you quite a bit of time. Okay, now, what happens over here, actually, is a crossroads. Knuckles cannot proceed to the portion of the level in which Sonic and Tails takes on Dr. Robotnik. For a very specific reason. Knuckles cannot jump as high as Sonic. It's an advantage that Sonic has that takes place specifically over here because you have to be able to reach that hit point in order to take out the robot.
Hold it. Knuckles can't go into a ball after jumping off a wall?
No, that also is true, but that doesn't enter into it. Knuckles has nothing to latch onto. Knuckles can attack enemies while he's gliding because he flies with his fists first, and his fists have spikes on them because he's cool like that. However, he cannot get the correct jump height, and he also cannot glide off of a wall into the robot. Therefore, you are going to have to climb upwards into the upper echelons of the map in order to reach Knuckles' boss for this map. Which is a totally different boss than what Tails and Sonic go through. Oh, no! You better move quickly now.
But not too quickly, because there are, fake spikes everywhere.
Right. Wait for it. And we did it. The final checkpoint of the level. But not the final FU moment. You find that happening quite a bit in Marble Garden Zone. Was you thought you knew what you were looking at. You thought you were prepared to traverse without getting hit. And then you found out you were wrong. You've been deceived. Now here is many people's favorite Sonic 3 boss is the Marble Garden Zone boss playing as Sonic and Tails. Oh no, we fell into a pit. That means we're dead.
No, we have access to Tails.
Yay. And now we can actually control Tails.
So what is Sonic's solo boss for this then?
Sonic doesn't have a that is a good question. So Tails will actually come to Sonic's rescue even if you elected to play only as Sonic, because you do have the option to play either as both Sonic and Tails, Sonic by himself, or even Tails by himself. By the way, you do not want to play as Tails by himself because Tails does not get Super Tails. There is no Super Tails in Sonic 3.
You have to have Sonic 3 and Knuckles in order to unlock Super Tails, and then he gets his Flicky Army of Death.
The Flicky Army of Doom. I love it. Well done, heroes. You have freed the pigeons, and they are going to flock around you. And in the next part, we're going to Carnival Zone.
Be safe, everybody.